I think I'd rather smell an old comic book. Not that the cigar is bad or anything. As a matter of fact, I think the worse the cigar smells, the better it is. But, how's everybody doing? A while ago I was talking to Tom from Hippie's Collectibles, and I mentioned to him that I had an original engraving plate that was used in the production of a particular comic book from the late Bronze Age, from 1977, and that comic book was Boris Karloff's Tales of Mystery number 74, and he asked me if I would show it sometime, so I thought I'd do hopefully a fast video and share that with you. This is the plate right here. I originally acquired this from a guy at a convention a few years ago who had worked at World Color Press, and I guess he was the printer there, not an engraver, but he was supposed to destroy these plates or throw them out, and he didn't. He collected about 100 of them, and unfortunately they didn't all survive, but he would take them home and he just kept them, I guess, in his basement, and then forgot about them. And then a few years later, when World Color Press merged with this other company in the 90s, he didn't work there anymore. And like I said, he had forgot all about the plates, and he had been collecting them up until, you know, the World Color Press merged with this other company. Then his wife died, and he sold the house, and then as he was moving, he came across all these plates, and they were ruined, with the exception of maybe 7, 8, or 9 of them that he was able to save. And what he did, he cleaned them up, and then he used a protective coating in the form of copper metallic paint after he finished cleaning them to protect it. And when I saw him at the convention, he only had a couple left, and one of them didn't look very hot, but I bought the one that did look good, and that was this one right back here. Originally, when the engraver made plates for comic books back in the Golden Age, he would make one plate for one page at a time through some kind of a chemical etching process, and it was very painstakingly done, and it took a tedious amount of work. And these guys were skilled artisans in their own right, and took a very long time. But by the time in the late Bronze Age, when this was being produced, World Color Press was like at the forefront of technology, and they had already developed a technique whereby they can get 4 individual pages on one plate. So that's what this is. And when the colorist got the finished inked and pencil pages, the colorist would make a photocopy of that, and sometimes he'd maybe even work from the original, but I think usually they would make a photocopy of the original pencil and ink pages, and then they would use some kind of a plastic film that went over the pencil and ink pages, or photocopies of the pencil and ink pages, and then they would color that plastic film. Then after it was colored, they would put color codes on there for the engraver so that they would know what colors to use and so forth. But I think it was then put through some kind of mechanical typesetter, and they would produce a plate like this with 4 pages on it. At any rate, this is the original plate that was used to print this comic book right here, Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery number 74. This is a low-grade copy of the book, and I deliberately took out some pages here so I can show you the pages that correspond to this plate. Now how they did this was they would take that plastic sheet that I was talking about. Once it was colored, the engraver would take that, and by a process of light and chemicals, they would shoot light through the plastic, and wherever there wasn't any color, it would hit the plate that was coated with a chemical, and the light would burn the chemical, and it would etch out that entire area that wasn't colored. Wherever the light hit the color, that would stay raised, and they had all these, that's how they would make these raised sections. And then I guess the coloring process, I'm not that familiar with it, but that's how they made these raised plates. But anyway, as you can see, this would be page 3 of that book, and then this is page 30, and then on the other side there's page 19 and page 14. But when the pages were finally cut and folded, they'd all be in the right position. They'd be in the correct sequence. But here is page 3 right here. I don't know, I'll try to get it closer. But this is page 3 of issue 74, Boris Karloff's Tales of Mystery. And here is the original finished page. And I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to show this to you as best as I can. You can see right. Let's see if I can do this. This is kind of hard to do, so bear with me. Right there is the guy with the Mexican with the sombrero. And this would be a mirror image. It'd go on these rollers, and that had colors on it, various different colors on it, would go across it, and then it could turn out the correct way on that page. So there it is again, page 3. The next one would be page 30. If you can see that there. If you look really close, you can see how they match up. This is the mirror image. It would be printed like this, and then it'll come out, of course, the correct way and in the proper sequence. And how they got 4 on here, I don't know exactly the process, but you flip it over and it's got page 19 right here. Right there, and here's how the mirror image would be. Go through the press like that, and it would of course come out like this properly. It's a little difficult for me to do this, but I think that you can see that page there. I hope you can see it anyway. And here's the last page, which is page 14, and that's this page right here. And Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. So it's a very unique item. It's only one of its kind in the entire world. Almost like a piece of original art. But that is it. I wish I knew more about just exactly how these guys did this, because it is very interesting. But maybe I'll research it properly one of these days and know a little bit more about it. But I do know back in the golden age, when they were producing one plate at a time on these aluminum plates, one plate for one page, that was so tedious it would take days and even weeks sometimes to just get one comic book done. Man, it was unbelievable. The plate will go on a block and we printed one at a time, flat like that. Of course, today they don't even use this process no more. It's all done digitally and with computers. But and even so, it's still, you know, people are still skilled. Had to be very skilled to do this. Also, I wanted to show you, I have gotten these two things in the mail yesterday, which was Saturday, and it's Fangoria #1, first issue. And it has the poster in there, the Godzilla posters in there, and it's pretty nice condition. And I got a really good price on this. It cost me 25 bucks. I think it's pretty good for the condition that it's in. And Monster World #1. Yesterday, the video I put up yesterday was I had Monster World #2, and I didn't realize right after I made the video I had gotten this in the mail. Monster World #1. There's no year in it. This is, I think, from not sure of the year, mid-60s. Fangoria is of course, I think, in the 70s, 19. When did Fangoria start? Holy crap! Let me take it out of here. Fangoria started in the late 70s, I think, didn't he? Should never do this with the tape like that, but let's see here. The premiere issue, 1979, first issue. Well, since I got it out of the bag, I might as well show you the poster in here. There it is, Fangoria #1 from 1979. This is cool. Wow. There's the poster. Pretty nice, huh? This is cool. What a beautiful painting that would be to have in your possession. Anyway, if I'm a little bit off right now, it's because I'm nervous about going in tomorrow to having my bones sawed off. Holy crap on a cracker. I don't think it's going to be a lot of fun for me. Well, they're going to put me on morphine and some kind of opium derivative, the nurse said. So that should be fun. Well, anyway, that's all what I got right now, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, and I hope everybody does well. Take care. Bye.